Welcome to the Learning Adda. The Greedy Man. The Village and Tom's Greed. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a man named Tom. Tom was known for being very greedy. He always wanted more and more, even when he already had enough. One day, Tom heard about a magical tree deep in the forest. The tree was said to grant any wish to the person who found it. Tom's eyes sparkled with greed. He wanted to be the richest man in the world, so he decided to find the tree. The journey to the magical tree. Tom walked through the forest for hours. He didn't care about the animals, the flowers, or the beauty of nature. All he could think about was the magical tree and the wealth it could give him. The discovery of the magical tree. Finally, Tom found the tree. It was tall and strong, with golden leaves that shimmered in the sunlight. Tom quickly ran to the tree and shouted, "I wish to have gold, more gold than anyone else in the world." The collapse of the treasure. The tree's leaves rustled, and suddenly, gold coins began to fall from the sky. They piled up around Tom, covering the ground. Tom laughed with joy, but he wasn't satisfied. He wanted more. "I wish for diamonds, the biggest and brightest diamonds in the world," Tom demanded. Again, the tree granted his wish, and diamonds rained down from the sky. Tom was surrounded by riches, but his greed kept growing. He wished for more gold, more jewels, and more treasures. The tree granted every wish, and soon Tom was buried under a mountain of wealth. But Tom didn't stop. He kept wishing for more and more, until the pile of treasures grew so high that it blocked out the sun. The village became dark, and people began to worry. They didn't know what had happened to Tom. Days passed, and Tom's greed continued. He wished for so much that the pile of treasures finally collapsed. Tom was trapped underneath, buried by his own greed. The magical tree stopped granting wishes, and the forest became silent. The silent forest and the lesson learned. The villagers searched for Tom, but they could not find him. They only saw a huge pile of gold and jewels, but no one dared to touch it. They knew that it was Tom's greed that had led to his downfall. From that day on, the villagers learned an important lesson. They understood that greed could destroy a person, no matter how rich they became. They lived happily, sharing what they had with each other, and never let greed control their hearts. And as for Tom, no one ever saw him again. The magical tree disappeared, taking with it the lesson that greed can never bring true happiness. Thank you for the watching.